Hi, Don Garbutt here from New Frontiers Audio. This video is an introduction to the modulation control routers. I'm going to limit this tutorial to discussing control of the Wavetable sound source section, and we're going to enable connections from both the Wavetable router and the Grand Central Station router. So I'll bring up the output of the Wavetable section here. Other parts of Spektrumsynth, including the solo oscillators and the noise generator and such, require envelope generators to control their volume. Those assignments are made in the main patcher called Grand Central Station, and we'll be getting to those shortly. The Wavetable section has its own independent envelope generators, and envelope generator 1 is defaulting to control volume without any patching required. This knob allows you 3 different volume control modes. This control allows adjustment of the velocity amount. This mode is a gate-type on-off switch with no velocity sensing. The third mode is similar, an on-off gate switch, but with velocity sensing. I've chosen a preset called the Wavetable Initialization Patch. The Wavetable router is located here. For further patch assignments, you can do that at Grand Central Station. I'm going to manually rotate the wave slot selector knob. You may have noticed a white line moving across here. That indicates which wave slot is active. A key ingredient in the Wavetable section is the ability to move through different wave shapes. So we're able to pick a wave slot, rotate this knob so that the white line lines up with the beginning of the slot, and make a wave shape choice from the wave shape menu here. So you can hear the interpolation of the different wave shapes as the line moves across the 16 positions. Now we're going to use an envelope generator to control this wave slot position, and we do that here, assigning this to the target found in the target menu. This is envelope generator 2 controlling the wave slot position. With velocity sensitivity, we can get some interesting transformations. In another tutorial, I'll go into more details about the wavetable synthesis. Continuing on in the modulation discussion, let's set up an envelope generator to control the cutoff point of the filter. For the moment, we'll use envelope generator 2, and we'll assign it to a filter cutoff point. Now let's assign table 1, step sequencer 1, to control the waves. In this way, the values of the step sequencer can control the wave cell position. As I mentioned a moment ago, the Wavetable router and Grand Central Station, which is the big router, can be connected. Although several modulation input sources are found here on the Wavetable router, we can also get any of the sources found in the source menus on Grand Central Station. There are 16 LFOs found in Spektrumsynth. LFO 5 is often used for vibrato purposes. So we could select LFO 5 here, and we could assign it from Grand Central Station to arrive up in the Wavetable router. And the pathway up into the Wavetable router can go through a pathway line 1 or line 2. Pathway 2 is found in the upper menu, and pathway 1 is found in the lower menu. So let's use pathway 1, it doesn't matter which one we use. And in Grand Central Station, to transmit to the lower menu option, this fader has to be over to the right. The blend of upper and lower destination is created by the position of this fader. With the fader to the right, we'll be going to the bottom target, Wavetable pathway number 1, coming from LFO number 5, with some range amount. And now what we have to do is select that control transmission up in the Wavetable router. That incoming path is found here on the input choices called GC1, Grand Central Station 1. We'll give the incoming control messages some range, and as you take a look at LFO 5, you'll see that it's not actually switched on. That's to conserve CPU. And that there's modulation wheel control, which is optional, for the amplitude of the LFO. So here we see the mod wheel controlling the amount of output of the LFO, and we see the pathway coming from here to the Wavetable route number 1, showing up here as Grand Central Transmission pathway number 1, going to the Wavetable pitch control. Now let's add another modulator from Grand Central Station. Let's add one of the multi-breakpoint envelopes. Those are found in envelope 11 and 12. We could assign it through Wavetable path number 1, but then it would show up in the same patcher that was going to the Wavetable pitch control. And if we want to have it show up independently going to a different target, then we'll choose Wavetable path number 2. That pathway is found at the top of the upper menu. With the fader at the left and some range, we'll pick it up here. Grand Central Station pathway number 2. Let's assign it to the filter cutoff point, and let's select envelope generator 11 here, and you'll see the multi-breakpoint envelope. Give it some range. And you hear its effect on the filter cutoff point. That's it for the introduction to modulation patching. I'm Don Garbutt, and thanks for watching.